Stand by, everybody. Yeah, Charlie, you haven't got your hammer, mate. Where's your hammer? Somebody find him his bleeding hammer. Yeah, okay, and action. I'll say this straight off. What's happened between me and my Phyllis ain't nothing new, but over the years it has got worse. These days her life revolves around two things only: her cooker and the television set. If she ain't got her head stuck in one, she's got her face glued to the other. And all she can talk about is food. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a man that likes his grub, but where does it all end? Not only am I living with Blenheim Avenue's own Fanny Craddock, but the two of us are sharing the house with Jamie, Delia, Gordon and Nigella. And the proof is I can't even get in the downstairs lavatory for all the bleeding cookbooks. I've just eaten my way through a whole week of her Jamie Olivers. I've had so much pasta, I've got tortellini coming out of my ears. Thinking that from Monday we'd have a week of Rick Stein. That'll be fish, morning, noon and night. I wouldn't mind if it were nice cod and chips, but no, it'll be some fancy muck like char-grilled mussels on a teriyaki sauce. Now, this coming Sunday, for her mother's 95th, she's doing one of her special event dishes. The whole family's coming round and she's giving them Delia's winter vegetable pie with a parmesan crust. Cooked it yesterday, so big she could hardly get it in the oven. I wouldn't mind if there was a bit of give and take, especially around what we watch on the box, because after all, I'm a man that likes a bit of footy, but Lord help me if that conflicts with Gordon Ramsay and Hell's Kitchen. There's no point in me even asking. Now, on that one I have given up and bought a small portable for the allotment shed. That's where I'll be this evening, United v Aston Villa. And the chances are I'll have some female company. You may not know this, but tonight is the final of the Great British Bake Off. And if, like my Phyllis, you're into cooking, then you've reached the high spot of your year. She's just sat herself down on the beanbag, 3 feet from the television, and for the next hour she'll be blind and deaf to anything else. That's how I was able to slip out through the back gate without her knowing. She still thinks I'm in my armchair behind her. Where am I off to? Just down the street to my allotment. Question is, will my new lady friend be there waiting for me? Of course, I know everything I've told you's been going on for years, but what's brought it to a head was what happened down here at the allotment yesterday evening. I got here, as usual, at around 6, and what did I find? My compost bin tipped over on its side and the contents all over me dahlias. My first thought was, is Foxy's looking for grub? But then I see the padlock's been ripped off the door to the shed. This suggests it's not Foxy's, but local kids nicking tools to make a bit on the side. In I go to check what's missing and discover nothing at all except the packet of birdseed I'd brought last week, ripped open and strewn all over the floor. I sit down on my little folding chair and just as I'm wondering what's been going on, I hear this rustling sound. Whoever it is coming back. I'm sitting there, staring at the door. It swings open, and guess what walks into my shed? It's a stupid question, because never in your wildest dreams would you get it right. I find myself staring up into the face of a 6-foot-tall mountain gorilla. do I know it's the mountain variety? Because yesterday it was on the 1 o'clock news. A female had just gone AWOL from Linton Zoo. Yeah, I'd even remembered its name. "Hello, Sunflower," I said. She looks at me, grunts, and then she's straight down on her hands and knees, scooping up the bird seed. Yeah, I pick up the packet, still a bit left in the bottom, pour it into my hand and offer it to her. Using her finger and thumb, she starts to feed. All the time she's giving me this unblinking stare. I'm getting the kind of eye contact from a mountain gorilla that I haven't had from my Phyllis in I don't know how long. Pretty soon there's nothing left, but still she's giving me this look. I say to her, "You're starving, aren't you?" And then I say, and I don't know where it come from, I say, "How would you like a slice of Delia's winter vegetable pie with a parmesan crust?" As soon as she hears this, suddenly her eyes get bigger, she opens up her arms, pulls me towards her, and right there, in my allotment shed, I'm being hugged by a female gorilla from the Congo. That's why, having made that promise, I'm sat here tonight, the pie beside me, waiting for Sunflower to turn up. Overnight I thought it all through, and when the shit hits the fan, I will deal with it. Because what my Phyllis needs to understand is that there are more important things in life than whether Mary Berry prefers her pastry phyllo rather than puff. Do you get my meaning? 7:30. Don't want to miss the start.
Finally, viewers will be glad to hear that Sunflower, the mountain gorilla that escaped yesterday from Linton Zoo, was recaptured this afternoon on allotments adjacent to Cambridge's Mill Road. And that's all your local news from our Trumpington studios. I bid you all a very good night.
Hearing that, I felt happy and sad at the same time. Happy for her that she was now back in safe hands. Sad for me that my little fling had been nipped in the bud before it even got started. Was there time, I asked myself, to slip the pie back in the freezer? That way, her mother and the family would get to stuff themselves at Sunday's knees up, and my Phyllis had been none the wiser. But then I thought, no, bugger it. And fishing out my pruning knife, I cut myself a slice.